Good evening, everyone. It's 11:54 p.m. The day's pretty much done. That's been going on quite often. Of course, never changes. Well, can't say change because I do have breaks in between sometimes. Um, but yeah, I thought I'd give everybody a little bit of an update tonight. Since I did mention that I am videoing my little bitty journey while I drive my mother 8 hours away from my hometown for medical reasons. Since we do have resources, but it's not always the best resources in our hometown when it comes to specific medical procedures. So we have to go out of town just to get that help and feel better. But anyways, it's our last night in Mississauga, Ontario. I'm just heading outside, take my walk, enjoy the fresh air. And of course, while I'm just chit-chatting away about whatever, random things, dump truck just went by. Chit-chatting about random things just so you guys can actually hear my hiccups as I go. I do want to mention in regards that I have a funny feeling that it possibly could be a pardon me, I do speak French. It's my main language. So I struggle with some vocabulary sometimes, get tongue twisted. But anyways, I have been noticing when I'm around certain people, I seem to be okay and not hiccup at all. But when some other people come around, it could be people that make me nervous, anxiety, and realistically in my own mind, I don't find that person is creating those issues, but also too my nervous system. So it could be possibly something psychological. There we go. Almost had it. Still struggling on pronunciation. But yes, especially if the doctors haven't found anything by running tests with a scope down my throat, x-rays to check my diaphragm and so forth, not finding any problem. So I have to basically be more observant and pay attention what could be causing these hiccups, especially if I have moments that I behave and not hiccup at all and other moments where I am hiccuping. It can get annoying, especially if I want to talk. I can't speak sometimes because it's a hiccup of some weird sounding, like could sound like a seagull croaking to end his life or something like that, like the weirdest sounds ever. It's not really that embarrassing to me, even though people do look at me. But you know what? I just realized that I'm probably talking a little bit too much before I can answer some questions. Especially when I have 3 pages already typed up of questions I've been copying and pasting from YouTube and TikTok account. That I typed up and I'm still not done. Some people do have a lot of good questions, some others it's good comments that I would like to reach out to on a video. But I just wanted to share that one little piece of information that it's I'm not a doctor. I don't know what to say. I'm not a psychiatrist either. But there's a possibility. My gut's telling me there's a possibility, especially if when I'm around certain people, I can feel their energy. If they're angry, I feel angry. If they're happy, I feel happy. I feel those energy vibes out of others. So I don't know if that's also caused, because my hiccups are triggered all types of different ways that we wouldn't think that would actually trigger them. Someone earlier asked about if I get the hiccups while smoking. Kind of answer that question a little bit. I did take a glance. I haven't been able, being on the trip, I can get easily distracted, especially with my mother, because it's like she wants my attention if she's not playing with her phone. But yeah, it's a quiet night, or last night, trying to make the best of it. I took Mom out this evening to go visit my best friend. Actually, a surprise visit, unexpectedly, and they were really happy that I did that. Made their night, or their evening I should say, because it was around supper time. And then we took a ride to Niagara Falls, Ontario, and of course my phone. I didn't realize that I used up quite a bit of memory. I'm almost out of memory. I'm probably got like 8-9 gigs left of memory out of 128. So I haven't been able to do videos, and I left my other device at the motel room. So we can have fun with it, being in Clifton Hill, me with hiccups, walking around with Mom, being a little adventurous. But either way, we still had a good evening together, and as well as I thought, make a little bit of a video when we got back. And here I am, because I know I did promise that I would vlog my road trip, especially when I'm out in public. I can get intense hiccups, people looking at me funny, or wait, not only that they look at me funny, but whoever I'm with, they actually look at them first, then look at me. That's the strange part, but it's still funny. Because they're wondering, like, what the heck is wrong with her, like, especially with the weird sounds that comes out as a hiccup. I could just imagine, like, because when I go to the bathroom, especially out in public, I could just imagine what people are thinking, because I do hiccup while I'm in the bathroom. It happens anytime in a situation. It can happen from the moment I get up till the time I go to bed. But even if it does do that from the moment I get up till I go to bed, I do have a break in between, but still, it annoys me more than it embarrasses me. Especially if I have to deal with something very important. It can be annoying, like, say I'm in a parent-teacher meeting. My son graduated in June out of high school, but it would be an example of a scenario, since it was not long ago technically, meeting with a teacher, trying to talk about my son, hiccuping while trying to talk. It gets annoying because the important things sometimes cannot come out. earlier this evening, or no, on our way back to the motel room, I always play music in my car while driving. Well, there was a song, Ballroom Blitz, playing. Oh my God, some of the lyrics of the song, or some of the sounds, shoot, now I'm forgetting. I just know there was some certain cues that I was hiccuping with the song, and I wasn't even singing. My mom almost peed herself laughing because of the way I was in tune with the song without singing. It was just like a trigger as the song was playing. It was quite funny. Maybe I'll try to get my mom to work my video camera somehow while driving tomorrow, because it will be an 8-hour to 8.5-hour drive, depending on traffic, because on the major highways it tends to be a little bit traffic jam. But yes, that's going to be quite interesting. If I can get my mom to work my phone while driving and music is playing, hopefully I don't get dinged for copyright, because really it's nothing to do with that. But I could probably get you guys laughing just as well as mom. Just the way the hiccups gets in tune with the song. Even with the Beastie Boys. Oh my God. Usually I can spit out the name of the song. Beastie Boys, Fight for the Right to Party. There too, I was in tune with the song. This, on our way back to our motel in the car. Yeah, quite interesting. But anyways, I just realized that my video is over 12 minutes. I know I have been mentioning my name and forgetting to mention my name, but at least I still say hello to everyone. But like I said, I'm going almost on 13 minutes. I better let everyone go. I'm almost done my smoke. I'm just basically walking laps before heading to bed, since it is a little late. But yeah, I'll do my best to make some videos on my way back home during my drive, and hopefully I can get my mom to work out my camera, so that way you guys can see how it's like when music is playing and I could be in tune. Music is not the only thing I get in tune with when hiccuping. If somebody else has a hiccup, I hiccup. Dogs barks too, especially little dogs. They have that high pitch bark compared to big dog. I tend to hiccup then too. Triggers. All kinds of things to trigger them. But doing these videos will probably help with my observation to what I'm thinking and feeling, and review afterwards to see if I can make any type of comparison and make notes somehow. But anyways, everyone have a good night. May there be love, peace, and happiness surround you. But remember, stay safe. It's important. Good night.